We're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can reach. If we're trying, yes, we're breaking free.
Galing!
Woo! Nice one, kid. Nice one, Joshua.
Up here. Alam mo, Iko, naisip ko lang, no? Imagine na lang kung anong hirap ng mga parents nowadays. Kasi ang hirap i-figure out kung ano ba talaga ang gusto ng mga bata, diba? Minsan, dilema pa talaga.
Ay, nako, alam mo, buti na lang nakaisip ng isang magandang solution ng ating mga genius entrepreneurs.
Nako, wait lang. Solution na? Anong solution to? Parang you have to share this to us, diba? Tell us! Tell us! Tell us! Tell us!
Okay. Ito ang kids' business.
Kids business. Alam mo ba yan? Kids business? Kids business? Kids business? Ano yun? Kids business.
Guys, explain namin sa inyo later. Pero, for now, sit back, relax, and we'll take you inside the fun, cute, and money-making world of kids' businesses. Dito lang yan sa
Pinakabigating business show at pinakabatang business show ang Go Negosyo Big Time! So our topic for tonight is all about kids business. But Iko, what is it really exactly about?
Actually, any kind of enterprise that provides goods and services for children falls under this category. Pero for tonight, magpo-focus tayo sa mga industries na nagbibigay ng services instead of goods.
Alright, so paano mo talaga nagsimula ang kids business? Where did it all start, okay? So, tanong yun. So, ano yun? Question mark!
Teacher Sia is the directress and co-founder of See and Learn Development Center. She is a candidate for MA in UP College of Education, majoring in teaching in the early grades. She discovered her passion for teaching when she volunteered as a Sunday school teacher 7 years ago. Her dedication and zeal in providing quality education to children is what makes her kid business what it is now.
Claire is the Managing Director of See and Learn Development Center. She graduated with a BA in Business Administration, majoring in Management. She believes that having the appropriate education in the early years is the firm foundation of the journey of life. This is what made her invest and get involved in the preschool business.
You need to have a passion and maybe interest in that kind of business, whatever it is, service or products. And I think you really have to put yourself in the position of the child, because let's say in purchasing toys or buying clothing, do a little research about the background and the likes and dislikes and the attitude of the children.
Think in terms of what the child is looking for.
Yeah,
Yes.
you study
You study your target market. Yes.
Education is very important because that's what makes your business. If you have the right location, then the right market will come to you. So accessibility to your location is important also.
Word for the day, adventure capitalist. An adventure capitalist ay isang investor na namumuhunan for the excitement of the venture based on faith and trust that the vision of the person, new company, product, or service will be successful. The decision is not based on solid financial analysis, but with the hopeful financial rewards that this may be able to result to. An adventure capitalist is more speculative than a venture capitalist.
I love kids so much, and I am good at handling them. Will I be successful in venturing into kids' business?
Myth or fact?
You can start a business venture with something you are good at, and success will follow. Fact!
There is more to business than just being good at a skill or a hobby. Kasi it also involves budgeting, paying payrolls, or paying your employees, managing the employees, and even taxes. And that is just to name a few. So before starting a business, think to yourself and ask yourself, do I really just enjoy doing the business, or will I also enjoy running it? Nako, Iko, sa tingin ko, ang dami talagang kailangan i-consider when starting a kid's business.
That's right, Chal. At iyan ang pag-uusapan natin sa pagbabalik ng pinakabigatin at pinakabatang business show, ang Go Negosyo Big Time!
Go, go, go! Bato, bato, pikat! Talo kayo yan!
kasi 'di ba, once we parang we learn things through experiences. I think kasi na parang learning doesn't go lang when you go to school. You don't learn just by going to school. You learn also outside, for example. But you have to be street smart as well, 'di ba? Parang ganoon.
Opo. Kasi di ba usually natututo ang mga tao through experience?
Oo naman. Kasi, yung bata madali siyang maka-acquire ng knowledge based on yung na-experience niya. So, yun. Makaka-acquire siya ng knowledge kahit sa paglalaro lang.
Sa tingin ko, oo. Kasi di ba yung mga bata ngayon, parang ang aga nilang natututo ko agad. Kasi may mga pamangkin ako na super parang yung nung bata ako, hindi ko pa siya nagagawa. Pero sila kaya na nilang gawin mag-isa. Parang hindi na sila kailangan turuan. So, feeling ko, kasi naglalaro na sila mag-isa, napapabayaan na sila, mas mabilis silang natututo.
Oo naman, syempre. Syempre kasi, diba, yung mga bata, may kanya-kanya silang mga idea, napupulot nung isa yung alam nung isa, na isa-share naman sa ibang bata naman, yung idea niya.
In starting a kids business or in any other kind of business, kailangan you always have to plan things carefully. Hindi pwedeng impulsive ka lang or you'll start the business just because feeling mo mag-click to or just because you feel like it. Right, Iko?
That's right, child. You guys, before you start a kid's business, you have a lot of things to consider, di ba, Sasha? Pero before you do that, ano nga ba yung mga bagay na yun?
If you're running a daycare center, first of all, you have to have a passion for this type of business because it's not simple. And since you're dealing with children, especially very young children, you really need a lot of patience. And some children are, especially the boys, oh my gosh, they're gonna keep throwing everything around. And you just have to be patient, you have to be gentle with them. But then, of course, you also have to impose a little discipline because you can't let them do whatever they want. Children, they need discipline, and also you just think sometimes that you can't listen, but then somehow there is some point of degree that you could. Because there's an authority, or they feel that when they're in a school environment, it's different. You can't let the child go in and then discipline them in a month's time. It really takes time.
Sino ba talaga ang target market sa ganitong klaseng business?
So is it the parents or the kids?
Put yourself in the position of the child, because let's say in purchasing toys or buying clothing, do a little research about the background and the likes and dislikes and the attitude of the children.
Think in terms of what the child is looking for.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
You study your target market, yes.
Education is very important because that's what makes your business. If you have the right location, then the right market will come to you. Accessibility to your location is important.
In any kind of business, it is very vital to know your customers or your consumers.
I agree, Iko. Kasi in any kind of business, consumers are the lifeline talaga. That's why it's very important to establish the loyalty of your customers. Pero in this type of business, you are actually trying to satisfy two people. First, the parents who will pay for the services. And of course, second, the kids who are consuming the service.
Pero child, how do you make your consumers or your target market stay?
It's alright. Hey. Wow, cut hair. Haircut. Bobby! Okay.